senses had frazzled out after the whole dying and becoming a ghost thing. I was certain I'd feel differently in the morning, though I was hoping they'd have him moved by then. Alex, Bertha's partner, pushed the heavy locker room door ajar and called Bertha's name through the crack. "You'd better come in. She's fainted." I stared at her prone form, feeling oddly detached. I should probably care about this. "Fainted?" Alex poked his head into the room. His eyes widened in worry when he saw her. As if unaccustomed to moving faster than a strut, Alex scurried awkwardly over and knelt by Bertha's side. "Get me some water to splash on her face." "Me?" "Yes, you." He pointed through the archway to the shower area at the far end of the room. "Go." I folded my arms and pursed my lips at him. I'd always had a bit of a problem with authority. "What are you waiting for?" he asked when he glanced up to see me still sitting there. "A please would be nice." "What?" Alex stared blankly at me. "Fine, whatever. Please, can you please get me some water, please? Was that okay?" It was passable. I adjusted my white suit jacket as I stood and then headed across the murky grey linoleum. It would have worked better without the attitude, though. She's only fainted. I walked under the arch and into the open area beyond. It was like a school shower room flashback. A central wall divided the room. Shower cubicles lined the far left wall and toilet cubicles faced them on the central divide. A row of sinks ran along both walls to the right with individual mirrors above them. In what world did twice as many sinks as there were toilets make sense? Several sporadically arranged empty blue tumblers stood on the thin shelves above the sinks. I rinsed one before filling it and caught my reflection in the soap-smeared mirror. Thankfully, I'd had my fire engine red hair coloured and trimmed a few days earlier. It usually made my sky-blue eyes look electric and my skin appear sun-kissed. Today I just looked haggard, tired and sallow. Death did not look good on me. Leaning closer to inspect the dark circles under my eyes, I realised my white trouser suit probably wasn't helping my deathly complexion. I'd have to go shopping for a whole new wardrobe on my next day off. That's if I got a day off. And where did the dead shop? I readjusted my perfectly trimmed fringe and sighed. Alive or dead, the important stuff was never in the inductions. "What are you doing in there?" Alex snapped, interrupting my mental shopping list. I crossed the floor, handed Alex the tumbler, and then flopped heavily down on the wooden bench next to him. I was too tired to do anything but watch while he tended Bertha. Dying had really taken it out of me. Alex was tall, dark, and almost handsome. He ticked all the boxes on paper. Muscled, square jaw, boyish dimples, perfect smile. But somehow didn't pull it off in reality. I couldn't quite put my finger on why. A bit like Bertha. She was dainty with long auburn hair and big brown eyes like pots of melted chocolate. She had a dusting of freckles across her nose, but instead of looking petite and delicate, her features seemed oddly out of proportion. Alex moved Bertha's head so it rested on his knees, and then flicked a few drops of water onto her face. No reaction. He sprinkled a little more, then dragged a rough hand through his neatly styled short hair. "What happened? What did you do?" "Me?" My voice hitched up an indignant octave. "Nothing." "And why aren't you dressed for your shift?" He sprinkled a few more drops onto Bertha's face, to no avail. "First impressions count." "Yeah, and my first impressions of this afterlife business so far? Not impressed." "Give me that." I took the tumbler from his hands as he tapped Bertha's cheeks. We were going to be here all day at this rate. "Well?" I stared at him blankly.